Boeing shares down again today, more than $2, as the Federal Aviation Administration met with regulators from around the world about the 737 MAX airplane. The grounding forcing major airlines to cancel all flights with that jet through the summer. FAA head Daniel Elwell spoke to CNBC's Phil LeBeau about this earlier today.
There isn't a timetable for bringing the 737 MAX back to flight. There's only one criteria: when we're done with our analysis and it's safe to let the 737 MAX fly.
We are expecting the details of this meeting later on this evening, but with no end to a grounding in sight. What does this mean for Boeing and the airlines generally, Tim?
Look, I know early on in the postscript of this situation, I was very clear, hey, Boeing, there's nothing, I think we've seen this before, and I think you can actually own the stock. What I'd say is different is I think this is happening in a very bad market dynamic. I actually believe that what's happening right now with the FAA is exactly what we saw with software fixes, in 2013, for example. So I don't think it's any different, quite honestly. This does not show, hopefully, any insensitivity to what's happened. It's just the fact is they've dealt with these types of issues with the FAA before. There's a process. This is what we're going through.
Boeing, arguably, Steve, the most important stock. And listen, I know we don't look at the Dow. I get it. Professionals don't look at the Dow. But America does. And it's a price-weighted index. Boeing, arguably, the most important stock in America right now.
You know where else it's important? It's the number one holding in the XLI, which is the industrial ETF, which is performed year-to-date 17%. That's a shocker to me. I didn't realize how well industrials, in the face of everything that we're looking at, have performed. I don't think the worst is over for Boeing, but I think look at Southwest, LUV. That stock is up 9% year-to-date. That one had the largest exposure to the 737 MAX. So if this one, I think this is your proxy. When you start to see LUV withstand level and rally, I think that's your proxy for the 737 MAX woes.
Watch Southwest.
Yes.
Watch it, Brian.
As a
You.
Let me just add one more thing, though. Boeing is, a potential poster child. If they want to hit us, if China wants to hit us really where it hurts, Boeing is the place to go, and the stock's not cheap. Aside from the issues with the 737 MAX, that's, I think, a bigger potential overhang.
Yeah, possibly. Listen, but the reality is, like Jim Cramer's pointed out many times, I mean, with the demand growth in China, they have to buy Boeing airplanes. They don't have a choice. If they don't want to fly, I mean, Airbus doesn't make enough. They're developing their own jet, which looks a lot like the 737.
Go figure.
But they need Boeing. They're not going to stop buying jets. What are they going to do? Take the bus?
No, but they expect to be the number 3 in this, and I think that's part of the dynamic.